What's up, everybody? Squirrel Man's back again. I'm sitting here in Ohio. Um, I come here or a few hours ago, whatever you want to say. I got here like around 4 o'clock this afternoon or whatever. It wasn't a huge run. It kind of got cut up because that other run I mentioned got canceled. Um, I'm getting ready to do another run tomorrow. I'm going to hook up tomorrow, and I'm going down to North Carolina. Thank God, because, man, I've been out since like the 26th, and I've just been running back and forth across Pennsylvania ever since I've been out, like from like Ohio to Jersey in that little distance, man. It gets old after a while. I've been doing nights since I've been out, basically. I've been starting all my shifts at night. I feel like I've been driving at night the whole time, but it's whatever. It's not always going to be like that. The reason why I was making this video is because a lot of you getting into trucking are probably, you're not sure which way to go, if you want to go solo or teams. You can't go wrong with either. But if you're like a super rookie, you don't know anything, and you can find somebody that wants to go out with you, go teams. Definitely, 100% of the time, always go teams, because all you're going to do is learn. And if you want to make a career out of this, doing teams is a very small blip of the beginning of your career. When I was with Biscuit, I mean, we were together for what felt like a long time, but now that I'm not with him anymore, it feels like such a long time ago already. It feels like just a blip, you know? But I wouldn't take it back for anything, because me and him had a great time, and I learned a lot. And being out on the road by myself for the first time ever and didn't know a lot, I had somebody there to have my back, somebody to help me back in, especially when you're not good at backing in, you're a rookie and you don't know what you're doing. It's really good to have somebody to jump out the truck and can help you, especially like at night. Somebody help you out with a flashlight, that's crucial, man, because you're going to go to so many places, and two places are the same. It's just nice having somebody there with you, especially when you start out with these starter companies like Pam and stuff. They're going to send you all over the freaking place, man. I mean, I basically do regional now. It kind of goes without saying. I'm basically a regional driver, but when I was with Pam, when me and Biscuit were driving with Pam, they were sending us freaking everywhere, dude. The only places we didn't go was like the Pacific Northwest, to that little section up there, but we went everywhere else, and we were gone for weeks at a time. I'm still out for weeks now, but that's just how it was. And like I said, if you're sitting at home right now and you're thinking about getting your CDL because you're working a shit job, you're not making any money, first of all, stop wasting your time, or stop thinking about it. Just go out and do it, all you got to do is go down to the DMV, get the book, study, get your your permit, and then go to the school. And that's another video I'm probably going to make, how to actually get your CDL and get to school and all that stuff. But there's a lot of advantages to being teams, man. I'm telling you, especially if you're somebody who's lived in a small town your whole life. And don't take offense, but if you don't have a lot of street smarts, man, you're going to need somebody out there with you. If you don't know what to look for when you're walking through parking lots and there's large packs of wolves around you, if you don't know what to look for, you can look like a total sheep. You know what I'm saying? And that's the last thing you want to do in this world, especially right now, today, in 2023. This country is so different than it used to be. It's really unsafe going a lot of places now, so you don't want to look like a sheep. You want to look like you know what you're doing, you know where you're going, and you're very sure of yourself. The last thing in this world you want to look like is a freaking sheep, because a wolf sees you as a sheep, he's going to eat you alive, and you just don't want that, right? But don't get scared because I said that, life experience will make you more confident, more easygoing, if that makes any sense. But the difference between team and solo is so much. If you start out solo and you're always going to be solo, you know what? There's a huge advantage to that too, because you are going to be like a Jedi master driver in a couple of years because you've never had anybody there to help you. You've always done everything on your own. Every hard lesson you learn in this career, you learn it on your own. You know, it's like when I was a little kid. I taught myself how to swim. Nobody taught me how to swim. I just jumped in the deep end and started swimming, right? So that made me a really awesome swimmer. And to this day, I'm a great swimmer. So it's that same metaphor or whatever you want to call it or analogy. Yeah, if you start out by yourself and you're always by yourself your whole career, you're going to be an awesome driver. I'm sure. You're going to suck in the beginning, or you might take to it a little faster than some other people, but you know, eventually you're still going to be a good driver as long as you do everything responsibly and smart, and you know, you don't be an asshole about things. I guarantee you're going to turn out to be a good driver. But having said that, if you want to do teams, there's nothing wrong with it. I did it. You know, a lot of people do it, and it can be a lot of fun. I'm telling you, don't run away from it. If like I met Biscuit at the school, you know, he was my roommate, and I was totally when I signed up to go to PAM, I was going to be solo. He had to talk me into that because at first I was like, no, dude, no, I want to be by myself. I don't want the burden, you know, because I just met you. I don't know you. Yeah, we're getting along. That's cool, but I've only known you for like a week. You know, I don't want to just jump in a truck with you. But he was just like, the whole time. And eventually I was like, all right, we'll try it. If I don't like it, we'll just go our separate ways, you know. But it ended up being really cool. And we ended up going to a second company together, you know. And we rode with that company together for like, what was it, like 7-8 months or something like that? I don't know. But we made good money. The real reason why I got out of the truck with him is because this is like the big thing, the big con about being a team driver is that freaking truck never stops. It will drive you crazy. Because when you're trying to sleep, the freaking your teammate's driving and that damn truck is bouncing up and down all the time. You cannot get a peaceful night's sleep. It never happens. Now, I get a peaceful night's sleep every single night. You know, I do my hours, I pull over, and it's, you know, I sleep like a baby most of the time. So that is a huge, huge thing for me. And it's not just that, it's a lot to do with your health. You know, not having a consistent sleep schedule is really bad for your health, you know. If you're like, oh, well, I got 2 hours today and maybe I'll get 3 hours tomorrow. I kind of gnawed it off for like 20 minutes the other day. You know, that's what you feel like when you're a team driver. It sucks, you know. And we did a lot of live loads and unloads. I should make a whole video about that. If you don't know what live load and unload is, it's you show up with an empty trailer and you have to wait for them to load you. And it might take them 10 minutes. You might be sitting there for hours. The longest we ever sat there waiting to get unloaded, yeah, we were waiting to get unloaded, was like 14 hours, right? So all those hours, man, they add up, dude. And you feel like you're losing so much money. See, now I'm dropping hook. Dropping hook is when you come in there with a trailer, and you hook up to another trailer and you leave. So whether you come in empty or full, it doesn't matter. You know, you're leaving with another trailer, right? And that it makes my life so much easier. If you are a brand new driver looking for a job, look for the drop and hook. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. As a brand new driver, that is the easiest, safest way for you to get into this career. You know, drop and hook is the way to go. It's not for everybody. Once you get really good, you can do other things like flatbed, whatever. I did reefer. You know, it's. But if I had known then what I know now, I would have been like, no, I want to do drop and hook. It's easier. It's easy, fast money, right? And there's not a lot of BS involved. The thing is though, the only disadvantage of that is like I dumped a load today at 4 o'clock. I'm not getting reloaded again until tomorrow night at like 10 o'clock. So that's 26 hours that I'm sitting around waiting. But my company will pay me detention pay. So almost every load after I'm done, I'm putting in for that detention pay because I want to get paid. It's not a whole lot of money. It's minimum wage, $7.50 an hour, but it's something. It's better than sitting here and not getting paid, right? So if you start with a new company, look into that detention pay and make sure you're doing it right. Don't get screwed. You are not supposed to be sitting around for hours and days at a time not getting paid. That's not good. If they're doing that to you, they're screwing you, and you need to quit and go to another company. They're getting over on you is what they're doing, and that's what Pam used to do to us, man. Like I've already spoken my piece about Pam, but I hope I answered some questions or like gave you an idea of what teams are like. I mean, really, if I had to sum it up, it's great if you're a rookie. Yeah, it's great. It's good for security to have somebody there with you. So you're constantly, you got somebody to walk with you in the parking lot, especially if you're a female. Like, yeah, that's another thing. Like, if you're a female and you can find another female to ride with you as teams, that's really cool. Like, I just met a mom and daughter team the other day that works for my company, and I thought that was pretty cool. So, like, yeah, I didn't even think about that till just now. Like, if you're a female driver and you can find another female to ride with you, do it. I mean, if you guys get along, cool, do it. Because two of you is better than one. And I know it's not safe out here for females. It's in a lot of these places. And don't get me wrong, a lot of these truck stops, don't be scared. It's not that bad. I mean, it's not like there's creeps all over the place. I mean, I don't know what it's like to live life as a woman, but I don't see anything shady. That if I was a woman, I would be like scared to go there. I don't see anything like that. The worst place I ever had to go to was in a truck stop in Phoenix. If you've never been to Phoenix, that place is a dump. Like you don't want to go there. You're not missing anything. Like no lie, when we went to Phoenix that one night, there was prostitutes all over the truck stop. There was what do you call them? Damn, what do you call those guys that are chasing down the criminals, like bounty hunters. There were bounty hunters all over the freaking parking lot. Yeah, illegal immigrants. I mean, the place was off the chain. I was like, dude, we got to get out of here. We're gonna sleep here tonight, and then we're getting the fuck out of here tomorrow. I don't want to come back here. This place is a shithole, and there was trash everywhere, like everywhere, and you can tell they just had no interest in cleaning it up. So anyway. Yeah, like I said, if you want to do a solo, do it. If you think you're strong enough, and a lot of you young guys, I know you got big egos, so, there's no talking you out of it if you want to do it. Just know you're going to make some mistakes, and that's okay. Just learn from them. Don't keep repeating the same mistakes. And make sure you have plenty of gear on your truck. Tools, a hammer is mandatory. Just make sure you have anything that you think you're going to need if the truck breaks down. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I hope I answered your questions, or I hope I gave you some, like an insight of what it might be like to be teams. I mean, I could talk about teams, like, for hours. I mean, there's just so much to it, because you got a friend, a partner there with you all the time, and it's so much different than being by yourself, man. Like, I'm by myself, I am lonely as shit all the time. Like, it's not like a depression thing. It's just there's no one to talk to, right? It's not like when I was with Biscuit. I mean, me and him were constantly talking shit to each other, having fun, picking on each other. It's just laughing all the time. It was great, And if you can find somebody to do that with you, then do it, man. Don't run away from it. You'll have a great time, man. I mean, me and Biscuit had like some great memories on the road, man. Took some awesome pictures. Went and saw some really cool stuff, like out in the southwest part of the country, when we just saw the most beautiful scenery, And I miss that, going out there, because I don't go out there anymore. Like I said, I'm like regional now. I don't go any place super exciting anymore, but at least I can say I got to see that stuff, So, if I died tomorrow, at least I could say I saw all that stuff. You know, a lot of people can't. You know, there's like some guy that lives in freaking Bumfart, Virginia, has never even left his town. You know, the guy ain't never seen shit. You know, I've seen a lot. But anyways, if you have any questions or comments, please don't be afraid to ask me. I'll answer them as best as I can. Please like and subscribe. Please give me some thumbs up, y'all. Share my videos. Common sense ain't common. Thanks, guys.